Now, let's go over a sample problem called valid parentheses. The problem statement is that we want to determine if a string containing just the following character is valid. And these characters are normal brackets, curly brackets, and square brackets. And we consider string to be valid if open brackets are closed by the same type of brackets, and also if open brackets are closed in the correct order. And here are some examples. The first example is considered to be true because the normal brackets are open and then closed. The second example is also considered to be true because the normal brackets are open and closed, and then the square brackets are then open and then closed, and lastly, the curly braces are then open and then closed. And the third example is also considered to be valid. This is because here we have the first three characters to be opening brackets of different types. We have the normal bracket, square bracket, and curly brackets. And then as the fourth character, we have the closing curly bracket show up, which completes the pair of the curly braces. And then as the fifth character, we have the square bracket show up, which completes the pair of the square bracket. And while we still have the normal bracket, this gets handled later. But then for now, we have another pair of the square bracket that opens and closes, which completes the pair. And as the last character, we have the closing normal bracket show up, which then also completes the normal bracket pair. The fourth example is invalid. This is because right off the bat, we start with closing bracket without having any corresponding open bracket here. The fifth example is considered to be invalid. This is because the brackets are closing in the wrong order. Here we have normal brackets and square brackets showing us the first two characters. For the third character, we should either expect an opening bracket of any sort or a closing square bracket to complete the pair of the square bracket. However, what we have instead is a closing curly bracket, which makes these brackets go in the wrong order. Lastly, the last example is also an invalid parenthesis. This is because while the last four characters are valid parentheses, there's one extra closing bracket at the end, which makes this whole string into an invalid parenthesis. Now, take a pause to think about how you would solve this problem.